All right, hey everybody. My name is Chris Simmons with Manstrations Gaming, manstrations.com. If you like the video, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you want to see some more content. Today I'm going to be doing something I've never done before. We'll see how it goes. A little nervous, but here we go. I'm going to do a little hardware review. Today we're going to be talking about the new Pulse 3D Pulse headset from Sony. I just got them in the mail the other day. I did a quick unboxing video you can see on Instagram, YouTube. Check it out. It's got a funny little free song in the background. But anyway, so I want to talk about this new headset. Disclaimer, I'm not a tech guy. I'm not going to be talking about any of the specifications. Just going to kind of give a brief overview of my thoughts, when I pulled it out of the box and, what my initial thoughts were. And I did run a little test to see what it sounded like, so I'll talk about that in a minute. So another disclaimer, obviously this is a PlayStation product. I'm a big fan of pretty much gaming regardless of the platform. So whether or not I say good things about it, whether or not I say bad things about it, it has nothing to do with whether or not I prefer PlayStation or Xbox or PC gaming or whatever the case may be. I bought these. I'm not I'm not a big reviewer. I don't get things for free. It would be nice, but I don't. I paid for these, and I also have the Xbox Series X on pre-order. So obviously, I pretty much love them both. I don't really have a preference. That's something maybe I can get into in another video, but I like them both. Can't wait to get them both. I'm super stoked for both. So, please, if you happen to see this and you want to comment, you can save the comments about being a fanboy or an Xbot or whatever. I don't really care. I like them both, and I can't wait to play both. So anyway, let's get into this. So the very first thing I noticed when I unboxed these was, they look pretty cool. The white on the black, it's very aesthetically pleasing. That's kind of where the positive first impression ended. Now that I'm looking at these a second time, I don't feel quite as bad about it, but they're definitely it's made of plastic, for the most part. It's kind of a hard plastic. It's not as cheap as I originally thought. But it's not great. I was expecting a little more from the construction. It looks like it just feels like it's cheaply made. And for a $100 headset, I was expecting a little more from the construction. Just as a comparison, I have the Lenovo Legion. I believe they're called the H500 Pros. I might have that wrong, but here they are here. They're mostly metal, besides the actual cups themselves, the ear pads. But they are about $20 to $25 cheaper than the new 3D Pulse headset, and they're almost all metal. So I was a little disappointed with the construction. I mean, I could have looked it up, and I'm sure they said it's mostly made of plastic, or maybe another reviewer had already noted that, or IGN or whatever. So I'm not totally disappointed. It's certainly not. I don't feel like Sony lied about it or anything like that. I just was expecting it to be a little more solid in its construction. It also just kind of looks cheap in certain areas, particularly around the ear, whatever you call them, the actual soft part of the headphone that goes on your ears. They're fairly comfortable. They fit well. The little seam here, it's pretty comfortable. I mean, they fit well. So all in all, I would say from a construction standpoint, from a first impression, kind of lukewarm. A little iffy. Wasn't that impressed. But at the end of the day, I'm really interested in the quality of the audio. I don't really care so much about the construction as long as they hold up, which I would say I think they probably will hold up, as long as you're not slamming them around, as long as maybe your kids aren't using them. I think they'll probably last for a good bit. So I'm not too concerned about the construction, more concerned about the audio. Now, obviously, I don't have a PlayStation 5 here, so I couldn't I couldn't test the 3D audio. There might be a way to. I'm not aware of it. But I did listen to the Ghost of Tsushima soundtrack, and I did play a little bit of Ghost with this headset on, and I have to say the audio's it's pretty good for a $100 headset, which is probably about mid range for a headset. You can certainly spend considerably more on a headset. I would say that it sounded pretty good. I would say it sounded pretty much on par with the Legion headset that I was talking about, and probably as good, if not better, than more expensive headsets I've had in the past. Just as good as I have a set of Beats. They're pretty old, but they've lasted me 5-8 years, something like that, and it sounds just as good as that, as far as I could tell. Somebody that knows more about audio fidelity and all that kind of stuff, they might be able to pick out this here, that here, the decibels, whatever. I'm not really into that, any of that stuff. I just care if it sounds good to me. And I thought it sounded pretty good. The one positive, or one of the positives for this headset, is that there are built-in features right on the headset. It's kind of hard to see on my camera there. But basically there's an on-off button right on there. You can mute your microphone. There's volume. I kind of thought this was a neat feature. It's called off monitor. Well, I guess it's called monitor, but you can turn it to off. It does say off on there. And basically that, from what I read, that allows you to hear your voice during chat. So I think that'll be really good for streamers, being able to hear what you actually sound like. Right now I don't have anything on, so I have no idea what this audio sounds like. And I'm just doing this in one take, so I'm not planning on doing this multiple times or editing it or anything like that. It's just a quick review. Really more of a preview, because I haven't, gotten to use all the features here. But basically, you'd be able to hear yourself in chat, or in a stream, and I think that'll be good for, like I said, for streamers when they're checking their audio levels, what they actually sound like, to the end user. Moving on, there's also a chat game function where you can change the volume so that it's either more chat or more game. So that way, if you're in a heavy chat session, you want to turn the game volume down, you just click the button. There's a neutral or in the middle, and then obviously you can turn it up so that there's more game volume. So in total, I would say, as a early review of the product, I'd give it maybe about a 3 out of 5 stars, or 3 out of 5, whatever. Like I said, I was a little disappointed with the construction itself, but time will tell. I mean, I don't want to dissuade anybody from buying it just based on my opinion on the construction. I mean, it's hard plastic. The rubber seems like it's pretty solid. So I think as long as you take care of it, you're not slamming it around, you should be fine. One other thing I did want to mention, there is a 3.5 millimeter cable hookup, so you can actually use these on other systems. You can use them on your PC. I haven't tested on anything else, but I know you can use it on your PC. It comes with it's like a thumb drive that I don't know if it's Bluetooth or what the connectivity is, but basically when I used it on my PS4, I mean, I plugged this thing right in, and I had to change 1 or 2 settings just so the audio output was to headphones, and it was instant. I mean, it connects right away. It was no problem. So that was definitely a positive, a good feature. So I'm assuming it'll work the same with the PlayStation 5, if not better. So I'm really excited about that. I'm not sure how it works. I don't think you have to plug it into your controller in order to use chat. Then there's no the microphones are hidden, so you don't actually see them. You don't retract them, which is kind of a neat feature too. So you don't have to worry about breaking them. I know in the past I've kind of bent some, and they haven't lasted too long. I've had to replace a few in the past, particularly the microphones that come on and off. But in this case, you shouldn't have to worry about that, assuming you don't actually break the headset. So pretty good. I would say, all in all, I would say it's a decent headset. For $100, I think, if you need a new headset with your PlayStation 5, it's not a bad deal. It should work good with PlayStation. Again, don't really know how well it works with chat. I wasn't able to test the actual chat feature, but I think probably pretty good as far as the audio quality. should last for, a considerable amount of time as long as you're taking care of it. But if you already have a headset, you have a decent headset, if you spent, $100 on another headset, probably a good idea to hold off at least until we know what the 3D audio technology is going to sound like with these. I mean, maybe it's a game changer. That's kind of what I'm hoping. So when the PS5 comes out, that's the first thing I want to test is the 3D audio. That's a whole proprietary software or I guess hardware, or I guess software. I'm not really sure if that's hardware or software, but anyway, it's proprietary for Sony. Maybe these are built specifically to really optimize on that. And if that's the case, then these might be worth it. But otherwise, if it's not, then there are a lot of other headsets that are built better, with just as good, if not better, audio. Probably better audio that you can use across platform, although you can use these across platform as well. So all in all, I would say it's a decent buy, particularly if you're looking for a headset and you don't want to spend too much money. Because $100 for a headset, like I said earlier, is really not that bad. But on the flip side, you can get one from, like, say, the Legion. I really like my Legion headset. I can't speak more highly about it. I think it's been fantastic, particularly for the price. I mean, I paid $75 for it. I think regular it's $85. And it's just really a fantastic headset. It's kind of set the bar for me. And I've had headsets that are $200, $300. I've never gone above that. I think it's a little crazy to be spending, unless you're a professional, spending $500, $600 on a headset, unless you really, 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 really care about the audio. So it's hard for me to do something like that, but in general, the $300 headsets, the $200 headsets, Turtle Beach, those types, I really don't think they're any better than the Legion or really honestly these. I don't really think they're any better than these. So I wouldn't spend more than the $100 on the PlayStation ones if you're looking for a headset. I think they're just as good as the Turtle Beach. That can be $200, $300, and that's not a knock at them. I mean, they're fantastic headsets. I've had two in the past. They're good headsets. I've had some problems with them, but maybe that's just user error. But they're good headsets. But for $100, I mean, this is definitely, I would say, it's just as good as that. So yeah, that's pretty much the review for now. I'll probably add an additional review once I'm able to test the 3D audio, but that's it. So here they are. You can kind of get a look at them. I think I had them on earlier. I keep putting them on backwards, but they're not too bad. But anyway, if you like the video, hit that like button. If you want to really help me out, share it with your friends. Hit subscribe. Hit that little bell for notifications. And I will have a link to all my different social media if you want to catch me streaming. I play, Call of Duty. I play a lot of, MMORPGs, really pretty much anything. Stuff on Game Pass. I like to play with friends. I don't get huge into first-person shooters anymore, but I will play them from time to time, particularly Call of Duty. But if you want to watch me stream, you want to help me out in that way, that'd be fantastic. Twitch, Facebook Gaming, YouTube. I stream to all of them at this point. I'm a small streamer. I'm just trying to pick up followers, get more, build the community, all that stuff. So, but I'm going to drop a link in the description if you want to help me out and join one of the channels or check out some of my merch, any of that kind of stuff. Really appreciate it. And if you like the video, let me know what your thoughts are. If you've tested the headset and you have a comment about it, please don't hesitate. I try to check the comments as much as I can. So. Comment away. I will reply as soon as possible. And I hope you have a great day. Enjoy.